Welcome to Ives Lamel Family Field. Some late afternoon men's soccer getting started here in Brevard, North Carolina. Matchup between Brevard College Tornadoes and the Covenant Scots. So makeup for a match that was scheduled to once be the home opener for the Tornadoes, but getting started now at Ives Lamel Family Field in earnest. Tornadoes in the white jerseys with the blue shorts. Covenant in the blue jerseys, blue shorts, blue socks, and underway with Covenant getting started with the action here. Contested ball right away there, just near our broadcast location. Throw in for the Scots. That's Marquise Dickerson on defense, the left fullback position. And the Scots' third straight throw-in down this right wing of theirs. Here's Jesse Riggs of the Scots, defended there by Lucas Campos. Scots continue to keep possession. Here's Noah Lee. He plays it back to Moorfield. Moorfield with a through ball. Tenhigh plays it forward. Scots regain possession. Just 1 minute has elapsed here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Tornadoes and Scots getting underway. Hard tackle there by Montero. Throw in for the Scots, who continue to keep possession here. Here's Austin Berry on the attack on the left side, and unofficially either the fifth or sixth throw-in already for Covenant. About 90 seconds into this match. Dickerson defending for the Tornadoes. Here's Laughlin on the right side. He plays it to Major. Major then plays it back conservatively to Lee. Lee looking to perhaps switch fields here, finding Riggs. Riggs plays it forward, going a long ball. Got past Lenhart. Dickerson able to clean it up there and clear it out. So now the Tornadoes with the throw-in, and perhaps an opportunity to string together some possession of their own. Possession in that first 2.5 minutes or so, pretty much exclusively for the Scots. And now another throw-in for the Tornadoes. Lucas Campos leaving it behind for his teammate Marquise Dickerson in the left back position as the Tornadoes enter the Scots side of the field, and the Tornadoes getting into their own attacking zone. One there in the air by Campos. Swarty trying to find Montero. Montero's triple teamed by 3 blue jerseys. Long throw in here from Riddle. He's an expert in this department. He throws it into the goal mouth area. Ball bounces around a bit. Campos takes a whack at it, blocked off a defender of the Scots. Then the Scots try to win the ball in the air. Montero heads it back towards a Scot player, who heads it again, and now brought down by Major of the Scots. Up the right wing here, this is Austin Berry. He lays it off to Owen. Owen looking for a through ball up the right wing. Nobody home. Goal kick Tornadoes. And actually, the linesman called that was off a Tornado, so a corner kick. Lenhart was shepherding that ball as if it was going to be a goal kick for the Tornadoes, but ends up being the first corner kick of the game for either side. JP, vai bem você, JP. Corner kick taken there, headed out by Swarty. Looks like that was number 16 taking the corner kick, then the throw in, Josh Brower. Now this is played back, handled by the Scots defensively. Here's Montero. Montero finds Masukawa. Masukawa, his first touch of the afternoon. Masukawa finds an overlapping Tenhai. Really nice run there by Alex Tenhai. Here's Giannichini. Giannichini comes up with the loose ball, and then playing it forward, trying to find a streaking Swarty. Cleared out by the Scots. Here's Jesse Riggs. He plays it forward. Tight defense there by Lenhart. Beautifully done defensively, but the Scots able to maintain possession. They've got numbers now as into the penalty box area, centered towards the goal mouth, off the foot of, looks like Swarty, and now, once again, the Scots with possession. Play a long ball there, brought down nicely on the left wing. He splits a couple of Tornado defenders, continues to attack on the left side. Open goal mouth area, diving save for Patrick Hall. First shot of the match. Looked like number 21, Austin Berry, with the shot with the left foot, saved by Hall. 6 minutes have elapsed here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Adam Spencer plays it back to Jackson Riddle. Riddle, an overlapping run by Dickerson. Nicely done by Riddle to find the open man, Marquise Dickerson. Here's Montero. Square ball to Dickerson. Dickerson now switching fields. Masukawa able to tap it over to Tenhai. Tenhai finds Masukawa. Masukawa with the turn. Playing it up the right wing to Giannichini. Giannichini on the attack. Ball skips out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Covenant. 38 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here, half number one. Scoreless between the Tornadoes and the Scots. The Scots undefeated in USA South Conference play, a 10-0 league record heading into this match. Campos with the pressure for the Tornadoes. Riddle finds Masukawa. And it'll be a throw-in for the Scots on the far side. 7 minutes, 20 seconds have elapsed here in half number one. Here's Giannichini. Giannichini scored 2 goals on Sunday in a win over Mary Baldwin. Here's Montero. Montero plays it back to Lenhart. Lenhart. Misplayed there, ends up into the possession of Major. Major now dishing it off to Riggs. Back to Major. Major on the right side. Montero there defensively. Montero with a effective tackle, and then he plays it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Scots. It'll be Nathan Laughlin, the freshman from St. Louis. 8 minutes have expired here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Tuesday afternoon soccer. Beautiful weather after a rainy morning here in the western North Carolina mountains. And now a corner kick for the Scots, headed out by Jackson Riddle, and it's going to be another corner kick opportunity for Covenant. They'll use Jesse Riggs, the senior from Chesapeake, Virginia, on the left side for the corner. So the Tornadoes with the man-to-man defense on this corner kick by the Scots. Hall punches it away. Spencer chasing it down, able to play it forward to Riddle. Riddle through ball there to Giannichini. Back defensively is Griffin Felton. Scots then play it forward. Dickerson wins that 50-50 ball. Here's Montero with a little flick there to Campos. Now here comes Covenant on a counterattack of their own. Berry, and then Lenhart, a beautiful tackle on Austin Berry. Lenhart, very nicely done there. Technically sound, no foul called, of course. We're approaching the end of the 10th minute here at Ives Lamel Family Field. No score between the Tornadoes and Scots. And a foul there on number 21. That was Austin Berry climbing the back of Masukawa. So a foul and a free kick opportunity. Goalkeeper Patrick Hall looks like he's going to give this ball a ride as Tornadoes are almost all the way to the penalty box. He instead plays it short, finding Lenhart. Lenhart finds Montero. Montero splits the defenders to find Dickerson. Just a little too much on that ball. Dickerson tried to run it down. Nice idea there for Montero, but possession will flip back to Covenant, the throw-in deep in their own territory. The throw-in finds the foot of Major. He taps it to a defender, and then Major unable to keep that in bounds. Dickerson now with the throw-in for the Tornadoes. Just over 11 minutes have elapsed here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Campos now. Defended tightly by Riggs. Here's Masukawa. Masukawa lays it off to Montero. Montero serves it, looking for Swarty. Dickerson wins that ball in the air. Very nicely done for Marquise Dickerson. He then plays it back wisely to his fellow defender, Jackson Riddle. Riddle on the attack. He plays a through ball up the right wing to Masukawa. Masukawa, and the linesman's flag is up, and it's going to be a foul on Masukawa. Certainly contact there. Now, what's interesting there is right around the penalty box area, had that call gone the other direction, it would have been a penalty kick for the Tornadoes, but instead a free kick for the Scots. So really a fascinating little turn of event there. Could have been very fruitful for the Tornadoes had that call gone the other direction. 12 minutes, 30 seconds have been played here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Laughlin, 10 high, blast that out of bounds. Out of that danger zone there. And now a throw-in for the Scots. You can see J.P. Swarty amongst other Tornadoes hustling back defensively. Shot there and a goal. A goal by number 8, Jesse Riggs. So with 31 minutes, 54 seconds left to play in the opening half, Jesse Riggs with the goal, the Scots with a 1-0 lead. And Tornadoes will have to come from behind. They came from behind against Mary Baldwin, gave up a goal in the first 5 minutes or so and ended up winning that game 3-2. See if the Tornadoes can do it again here. Down 1-0 after the Jesse Riggs strike. for Covenant. Here's Alex Tenhigh. Tenhigh takes it across midfield. Tenhigh continues, and maybe one too many touches there. Montero. Here's Swarty. Swarty with an opening. And once again, a call that could have probably gone either way goes in favor of Covenant. Like a bit of a dangerous play there by the Scott player who had hit the ground shielding the ball, but it's going to be a foul against the Tornadoes and a free kick for Covenant. 30 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here. Half number one, Covenant 1, Brevard 0. This match is part of a men's and women's doubleheader here at Islamel Family Field. The women Tornadoes will play Maryville at 7 p.m. here. Match under the lights, so if you're in the area, come on by, maybe catch the second half of this one, and certainly able to see some women's soccer later tonight. Dickerson wins that ball in the air, plays it out of bounds. Covenant with the throw-in. Nathan Laughlin. And another throw-in now that Laughlin will handle once again. Covenant entered this match with a 13-2-1 overall record and a 10-0 record in USA South play. Tornadoes entering today's match with a 5-5-3 overall record, 5-2-3 in conference. And notable when you're looking at team records, the Tornadoes 3-0-1 at home, so undefeated at home here at Ives Lamel Family Field. 16 minutes have elapsed. Just under 29 minutes left to play here in half number one. Tenhigh wins that ball in the air. Masukawa trying to bring it down. Plays it back to Tenhigh. Covenant with a tackle and now an attack for Covenant. Covenant with a nice little step there. Very active Josh Brower of the Scots. Laughlin plays that forward. Won by the Tornadoes. Tenhigh finds Giannichini. Giannichini with the turn, defended by Laughlin. Giannichini is fouled by Laughlin, and it'll be a free kick for the Tornadoes. 28 minutes left to play. And Montero with the free kick. Montero's been very effective with these just beyond the midfield line. So we're talking, nearly 50 yards to goal. And we'll see what Montero can do with this one. Eric Lenhart pushing up. Montero has found Lenhart for 3 scores this season. That Montero-Lenhart combination. See if they can do it again. Montero sends this into the goal mouth area. Collected by the goalkeeper of Covenant, Paul LeMay. 27 minutes, 24 seconds left. Now a counterattack for Covenant. Tenhigh back defensively. He plays it out of bounds. 27 minutes, 12 seconds left to play first half. Covenant with the throw-in, able to play it back to Laughlin. And now Tornadoes regain possession with a throw-in of their own. Tenhigh. Wind picking up here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Tackle there by Campos. Perhaps just a tad too aggressive. It'll be a foul on Lucas Campos. Free kick for Covenant. Jesse Riggs will do the honors for the Scots. Spencer plays that forward, winning that one on the air in the air. Here's Swarte playing it back. Lenhart, with heavy pressure from the Covenant attackers, has no choice but to just play it forward. Played very smartly in the air there by Moorfield. Back to his keeper, LeMay. Laughlin with a one-touch back to Lee. Giannichini. Tightly defended there by Parker Owen. It'll remain Tornado's possession. Alex Tenhai with the throw-in. Masukawa brings it down with his chest. Shoved from behind by Keegan Weekly, number 4. It'll be a foul on Covenant. Free kick for the Tornadoes. Jackson Riddle looks like he'll do the honors this time around. Lenhart sneaking up on his left. Plenty of open space in that neighborhood. Riddle plays it on the ground to Montero. Montero with a nifty little service there, but it's going to be offsides. .23 minutes left to play here. Ivesmile Family Field. Covenant 1, Brevard 0. Corner kick here for the Tornadoes. Their first of the match. Opportunity here for Jackson Riddle. Full volley. Plays out of bounds. Luca Silvani set to check in. Entering the match for your Tornadoes, number 2, Luca Silvani. So Silvani checks into the match, replacing Giannichini. So Giannichini gets a breather. .21 minutes, 25 seconds left to play here. Half number 1, a foul there against Covenant. So it'll be a free kick for the Tornadoes. Montero, this very much in his sweet spot. And you can see Eric Lenhart, Jackson Riddle, each entering the penalty box area. Just outside the penalty box is Adam Spencer and Masukawa. Montero serves that in. Looked like it was heading towards Lenhart. Serving it in again. Lenhart up high, collected by the Covenant goalkeeper. 12 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. Tenhai wins that 50-50 ball. Masukawa plays it forward to Swarty. Lucas Campos is going to be called for a foul as he was battling with number 8 of Covenant. So the two number 8s going at it, Jesse Riggs, Lucas Campos.
What was it?
Under 20 minutes left to play here, half number 1. Substitute getting ready to come in for Covenant. Looks like it's going to be number 12, Aaron Riggs. Played in quickly there by the Scots. Save there by Patrick Hall. Number 16 with the shot for Covenant, that's Josh Brower. Now a substitute getting ready for the Tornadoes will be number 12, David Garrett. So two number 12s about to check in for the Scots and Tornadoes respectively. Here's Tenhai. Tenhai plays it back to Masukawa. Masukawa switching fields, finding Montero. Montero. Square ball back to Masukawa. Nice little step there to beat the defender. Masukawa finds Tenhai. Tenhai up the left side. He crosses it in. Shot there for Spencer. Off the side of the foot and wide, but the intent was there to score for Adam Spencer. He blasted that half volley, even though it ended up well wide. Checking in for Covenant, number 12, Aaron Riggs. Checking into the match for your Tornadoes, number 12, David Garrett. So David Garrett checks in for the Tornadoes along with Aaron Riggs of Covenant. And right away you can see Garrett in the mix. Under 18 minutes left. Tenhai with the throw in. Tenhai now playing it forward. Campos defended heavily there by Laughlin. Masukawa now plays it back to Riddle. 17 minutes, 30 seconds left. Half number 1. Scots 1, Tornado 0. Montero with the long ball here. Looking for Masukawa. Laughlin there defensively for the Scots. 17:20 to play. Little bit of a controversy over whose ball it is on this throw-in. Ends up being a Covenant throw-in. They get it in quickly before there could be much discussion there. Nice job winning the ball there by the Tornadoes. And now a look for Spencer after Silvani won that ball for the Tornadoes. Here's Lucas Campos. Campos finds Masukawa. Masukawa with the turn, finding Montero. Montero plays it back to Masukawa. Masukawa. Here's Silvani. Silvani with an extra touch. He finds Masukawa. Masukawa lays it off to Eric Lenhart. Lenhart finds an overlapping Riddle. Covenant with the defensive pressure, and then coming up with it there, Montero was able to find Spencer somehow, some way, and now Spencer able to beat 1-2 defenders. Plays it into the goal mouth, trying to find Alex Tenhai, played away by Covenant. Here comes Covenant on the counterattack. David Garrett there defensively for the Tornadoes. Austin Berry trying to take Garrett one-on-one. Garrett with a slide tackle, no foul, and it'll be a goal kick. So well done defensively by Garrett. David Garrett, who had just entered the match a couple minutes ago at that left fullback position, with a real nice job defensively. The sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina, Christ Church Episcopal School. 15 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. Tornadoes down 1-0. Each team with 4 shots, so an equal match in the shots category. Spencer finding Dickerson. Dickerson playing it upfield to Silvani. Played out of bounds by a Covenant Scott. It'll be a throw-in for Dickerson. Dickerson finding Spencer. Spencer plays it ahead to Silvani. Plays it back to Dickerson. Dickerson plays it conservatively to Montero, who now switches fields using Lenhart. Lenhart playing it back to Garrett. Garrett misplayed there slightly, but Lenhart's going to come back up with it. And then nobody home there. Lenhart and Tenhai, a bit of a miscommunication, so it'll be a throw-in for the Scots and a substitution coming here for the Scots. Entering the match for Covenant, number 10, Anthony Buzeo. So number 10, Buzeo, in the match for the Scots. Senior from Knoxville, Tennessee. Tenhai plays that out of bounds. Tight defense there by Lenhart. It's going to be a throw-in for the Scots. 14 minutes left to play here, half number 1. Patrick Hall plays the goal kick short to Riddle. Riddle now finds Montero. Montero scanning his options, decides to go short to Garrett, switching fields. Here's Garrett. Garrett finds Tenhai. Tenhai maybe a little too much on that touch, able to win the next ball. He then finds Campos. Campos playing it forward to Silvani. Silvani, legs getting tangled up there with the Covenant defender, Moorfield. And now a bit of some back and forth there between Moorfield and Silvani. And it's going to be a corner kick for the Tornadoes, as that was played out of bounds by Covenant. Taking the corner kick is going to be Montero on the far right side. You can see those defenders for the Tornadoes pushing up. Lenhart, Garrett, Riddle, all in the penalty box area, looking for this service from Montero. The serve from Montero, winning it in the air there was Masukawa. A shot there now by Lenhart, blocked by the Covenant defense. And now a shot by Spencer into the hands of the defender, or check that, the goalkeeper, Paul LeMay. So several shots on that possession, none of them that effective, but shots nonetheless. 12 minutes, 5 seconds left to play. Here's Masukawa. Masukawa plays it back to Riddle. Riddle with some heavy pressure there from Buzeo, the fresh legs for the Scots. And now Riddle and Barry going at it. It'll be a foul on Jackson Riddle, number 20, on Austin Berry, number 21. And now a free kick for Jesse Riggs, number 8 of the Scots. 11:30 left to play. Riggs plays it with the right foot, high and long, and Patrick Hall able to come down with it. Substitution getting ready to check in for the Tornadoes. That's number 11, Matthew Brevin, ready to go. 11 minutes, 12 seconds left to play here. comes the sub for the Tornadoes. Entering the match for your Tornadoes, number 11, Matthew Brevin. Matthew Brevin checks in. Sounds like Brevin's got a bit of a fan club over there on the far side as they cheer on the Tornado who's entered the match. Spencer with a shot on goal, just wide. Nice opportunity there for the Tornadoes. Spencer getting a piece of that one. Tornadoes have doubled up the shot totals on the Scots, 8-4. However, the Scots with a 1-0 lead. Meanwhile, another substitute's ready to go. It looks like it's going to be a Covenant substitute, Connor McGimsey, senior from Texas, getting ready to check in. And a free kick there after the foul on the Covenant Scots. Foul on number 23, it looked like, for the Scots. So it's going to be a free kick for the Tornadoes. Jackson Riddle will take the free kick. 9 minutes, 50 seconds left to play. Half number 1. Riddle plays it short to Montero. Montero now with the service into the goal mouth area. Lenhart, the turn and shot blocked by Covenant. So a shot by Eric Lenhart and a block by the Covenant defense again. That's happened to several of the Tornado shots, the block by the defenders of the Covenant Scots. Now here comes Covenant on the counter-attack. The Tornadoes had to be careful there. Lenhart, great job getting back on defense. If you remember, just seconds ago, he attempted a shot on goal and now working his way all the way back. Now 2 subs ready to go for Covenant, number 7, McGimsey, and number 11, Drake. Enter the match for Covenant, number 7, Connor McGimsey, and number 11, Thomas Drake. So McGimsey and Drake have entered the match. Service now by Covenant on the corner kick, headed out by the Tornadoes. Looked like Lenhart did a nice job of heading out that corner kick for Covenant. Here comes Spencer. Spencer keeping possession all by himself. Spencer, nicely done there to shield off the defender. Garrett now plays it back to Hall. Wind continues to pick up in gusts. Dickerson. Looks like Xavi Marijuana, the senior from Ecuador for the Tornadoes, getting ready to check in. Tenhai plays it to Masukawa. Intercepted there by McGimsey. Masukawa trying to get it back for the Tornadoes. Battle there by Silvani and Riggs. And it's going to be a foul on Luca Silvani. Silvani with the foul. And we've got a injured Tornado. It's Adam Spencer. He heads off very quickly, and checking in is Xavi Marijuana. Checking in for your Tornadoes, number 17, Xavi Marijuana. So Marijuana checks in for the Tornadoes as Adam Spencer is attended to. 7 minutes to play here, half number 1. Another foul there on the Tornadoes. It'll be a free kick for Covenant. They quickly play it forward, trying to catch the Tornadoes off guard a bit. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left to play. Montero playing it forward, brought down there by Matthew Brevin. Masukawa taken away there by the Scots defender. Nice job in the midfield by Thomas Drake. He plays it forward to Anthony Buzeo. Back there defensively again, David Garrett. David Garrett's done a great job on defense since entering the match about midway through this first half. 6 minutes to play, half number 1. Covenant 1, Tornadoes 0. In the shots category, Tornadoes 9, Scots 4. Only 3 of those 9 shots on goal for the Tornadoes. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left. Masukawa with the header finding Alex Tenhai. Tenhai playing it back to Garrett. Garrett finds Lenhart. Lenhart finds Mauri Duena. Taken away by the Scots. Tackle there by Masukawa. Masukawa now on the attack. Masukawa, some good-looking footwork, plays it back to Tenhai. Tenhai playing it forward to Lenhart. Just over 5 minutes left to play here. First half at Islamel Family Field. A intriguing battle there. Marquise Dickerson battling with number 16, Josh Brower. And stop the clock there at 4:46 to play in the first half as there's an injured Tornado, and looks like Evan Ernst heading in for the Tornadoes. So 4 minutes, 45 seconds left to play, half number 1. Looks like Marquise Dickerson is the Tornado who is shaken up on that play. Ernst ready to go if needed, and yes, indeed. So Dickerson's going to head off on his own accord. Evan Ernst is going to head in. Checking into the match for your Tornadoes, number 22, Evan Ernst. So Evan Ernst replaces Marquise Dickerson. Dickerson hobbles off very gingerly. Hopefully he'll be okay. It's such a key part of this Tornado side. And after all that, just a throw-in for the Covenant Scots. So no foul called. Throw-in for the Scots. Masukawa plays it out of bounds. Another throw-in for the Scots. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left to play. Half number 1. A women's soccer match will follow this one. Approximate start time for that, 7 p.m. Under the lights here at Islamel Family Field when the Tornadoes take on visiting Maryville. This weekend, come on out to Islamel Family Field if you want to watch more of this men's soccer team. Berea is the opponent on Saturday at 2 p.m. That's also Senior Day. A large class of seniors being honored at that 2 p.m. match at Islamel Family Field. And then Sunday, the Tornadoes will host Huntington at 1 p.m. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to play, half number 1. Glad you're able to join us wherever you may be tuning in from. 16 international players on this Tornado side, so oftentimes viewership from all over the world for these broadcasts, and we really appreciate you tuning in. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left. Taken away there by Lenhart. Lenhart laying it off to Silvani. The Scots able to regain possession, however. Riddle playing it in the air, finding Montero. Montero able to somehow keep that in bounds. Really nicely done by Montero. 3 minutes to play here, half number 1. A 1-goal spread here, 2:50 now left to play. A throw-in by the Tornadoes. Alex Tenhai plays it short. And Covenant able to come up with it. And here comes Covenant on the attack. Covenant going full speed ahead. Garrett once again playing it out. entering the match for your Tornadoes, number 7, Rami Kadri. So Rami Kadri checks in for the Tornadoes with just over 2 minutes left to play. Masukawa takes a breather. He'll get an extended rest with the intermission coming in just 2 minutes. Now under 2 minutes left to play. Here's Evan Ernst with the throw-in. He's the freshman from Spring Lake, Michigan. Opening here for Maui Juena. Maui Juena, again, he's almost quadruple teamed by that Covenant defense, but there was an opening there for both Maui Juena and Silvani as time ticks away here in the first half. 90 seconds left to play. It's going to be a long throw-in attempt here by Jackson Riddle. He's very proficient at these long throw-ins, often can have the effect of a corner kick. Riddle throws that into the goal mouth. Now 80 seconds left. Foul on the field on the Tornadoes. Looks like Jackson Riddle's going to be called for that foul. One minute remaining. So now under 1 minute remaining here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Lenhart trying to turn that along the left side. 45 seconds now left to play, half number 1. Now under 40 seconds. Ernst plays that in the air. Maui Juena plays it back to Riddle. Riddle plays it forward. It's going to be a throw-in for Covenant. 30 seconds left to play, half number 1. Covenant with a 1-0 lead. 25 seconds now left. Little battle down the right wing there. It's going to be a corner kick, it looks like, for Covenant. Under 15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Your score at halftime, Covenant 1, Brevard 0. Stick around, half number 2 coming next. So your score at halftime, Covenant 1, Brevard 0. Covenant being outshot by the Tornadoes, unofficially 9-4. However, the Scots lead the Tornadoes 1-0. And stick around, in about 15 minutes, we'll have half number 2 for you here at Ives Lamel Family Field. USA South Conference action, men's soccer, Covenant 1, Brevard 0. Just minutes away from half number 2, getting started here at Lamel Family Field. Covenant versus Brevard in men's soccer. Covenant with a 1-0 advantage. The lone scoring play in the 14th minute, a goal by Jesse Riggs, assisted by Josh Brower. Shots total in favor of the Tornadoes, 9-4. Many of those shots blocked by Covenant defenders. So when you look at the shots on goal category, there's only 3 of those 9 shots on goal for the Tornadoes. 4 shots for Covenant, 3 on goal. Corner kicks, 5 for Covenant, 2 for the Tornadoes. There's only been 1 offsides call. That was against Brevard. And foul totals fairly similar, 3 for Covenant, 4 for the Tornadoes. Final words from Coach L. Dana, instructing his club. Tornadoes in the home stretch of their season, just 4 matches left. This is the first of 3 remaining home matches, and then there's a non-conference match at Piedmont International on October the 30th. And with 4 matches left, the goal for the Tornadoes is to come through these 4 matches with a winning record and therefore have the necessary qualifications for the ECAC championship tournament. So Tornadoes gathering together for one final word of encouragement. A lot of seniors on this roster. They'll be honored this Saturday here at Lamel Family Field. Patrick Hall, one of those seniors, in the goal for the Tornadoes. Defensively, Eric Lenhart, Jackson Riddle, Alex Tenhigh, and Marquise Dickerson. Adam Spencer at sort of a stopper or defensive center midfielder type position. The midfield, Montero, Campos, and Masukawa. And then the strikers up front for the Tornadoes, Giannichini and Swarty. Tornadoes will start with the ball, and we are underway here. Half number 2, Lamel Family Field. Campos plays it to Montero. Montero to Spencer. Spencer finding Riddle. Riddle surveying his options. Switches field to Eric Lenhart at the left fullback position. Lenhart playing it forward. Just getting started here, half number 2. Lenhart playing it to Masukawa. He plays it off to Tenhigh. Here's Masukawa. Spencer. Covenant plays that forward. Riddle heads it back to Hall. Therefore, Hall can pick that up with his hands. He just rolls it back to Riddle. Riddle now moving forward. He's got Dickerson to his right. He plays it forward to Swarty. Swarty right back to Riddle. Tornadoes doing a nice job possession-wise early in this first half. A man down for Covenant. And now the clock stops at 43-54. And an injured player for the Covenant Scots. Looks like number 15, Jake Major. So clock stops at 43:54 of the second half for the injured Covenant player. And a substitute there for the injured number 15, Jake Major. Number 10, Anthony Buzeo checks in. Entering the match for Covenant, number 10, Anthony Buzeo. So back underway here. Spencer. Here comes Covenant now with possession. Here's Austin Berry. He finds Weekly. Now an opening for the newly inserted number 10, Anthony Bozeo. Shot and save. 5th shot of the match for Covenant, and that was a dangerous situation to be in if you're on the Tornado side of things. Here's Montero. Montero, square ball to Spencer. Spencer plays it smoothly to Riddle. Riddle pressured by the attacker of Covenant, and effectively so. Here comes Covenant on the counterattack off the foot of Montero. Lenhart plays that forward. Tenhai flicks on with the header. Swarty pressuring for the Tornadoes. And it's a foul, actually, so it's going to be a foul on J.P. Swarty and a free kick for Covenant. So Covenant plays that forward. Here's Barry. Barry double teamed by Tenhai and Montero. Barry then puts it into play to Weekly. Weekly defended by Riddle. Tenhai comes up with it. He plays it forward to Montero. Montero forcing it out of bounds. Another throw-in for the Scots. Just over 3 minutes have elapsed here at Ives Lamel Family Field, half number 2. Tornadoes down 1-0. Spencer. Brought down there by Parker Owen. Slide tackle by Tenhai. Tenhai comes up with it. Bodies flying left and right. Here comes Swarty now. Swarty able to keep it alive, finding Campos. Campos plays it forward to Giannichini. Well done defensively by the Scots. Beautiful tackle there by Noah Lee of Covenant. And now here comes Covenant on a counterattack of their own. It's number 21, Austin Berry. Berry with a step to the right. He heels it back to Parker Owen. And then there's Felton playing it forward. Maybe one too many touches there for the Covenant Scot, and then legs get tangled. It's going to be a foul on number 8, Jesse Riggs, as Spencer hits the turf. So the Tornado bench asking for a yellow card because this was a counterattack, sort of a breakaway situation and an intentional foul of sorts by the Covenant Scots, which oftentimes equals a yellow card. Meanwhile, it'll be a free kick for Montero, and this is in his sweet spot. He has served up many of these balls that have turned into Tornado goals, and this is just about that same area of the field that he has done this so many times this season. Montero plays that forward, plays out by the Covenant defender. Here's Barry. Barry, nice tackle there by Montero. Montero, the exciting freshman for the Tornadoes out of Campinas, Brazil, just outside of Sao Paulo. Foul there on the Tornadoes. It'll be a free kick for Covenant. This is Griffin Felton, the sophomore from Birmingham. Referee asking J.P. Swarty to move back the necessary 10 yards, and now here's the service from Felton. Felton sends it into the 18-yard area. Played out there by Dickerson with the left foot. 6 minutes have elapsed here at Ives Lamel Family Field in the second half. Tornadoes looking for that equalizer still after going down 1-0 early in the first half. Weekly, defended by Montero. Weekly and Montero still going at it on that left wing area. Weekly tries to play it past Montero. Riddle steps up, providing some defensive support. So it'll end up with a throw-in for Covenant. It's Felton. He sends it upfield. And then that's off a Covenant Scott foot, and it'll be a goal kick for Patrick Hall and the Tornadoes. Just gorgeous weather here on this Tuesday late afternoon. Chamber of Commerce type conditions here in Brevard, North Carolina for these two teams. Last time they met, September 14th, multiple lightning delays turned into a postponement situation, and therefore this match on a Tuesday afternoon, part of a men's-women's doubleheader. Campos trying to turn against the Covenant defense, and now Covenant on the counterattack. Tornadoes had to be careful here. Lenhart stopped the clock at 37:28. Make that 37:27, and that's going to be a yellow card on Eric Lenhart at the 37:27 mark. And it'll be a free kick for number 8, Jesse Riggs. So Riggs setting up the free kick. Hall setting up a two-man wall for the Tornadoes, comprised of Alex Tenhigh and JP Swarty. Now the referee moving those two back. They had set up at probably about 6 yards from the ball. They have to move to the necessary 10 yards. And now Hall sets up Tenhigh and Swarty. Swarty and Tenhigh turn around to face the ball, serve there, and played out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick. So well done defensively. It looked like Dickerson along with Riddle on the case there for the Tornadoes. Now served into play on the corner kick. It skips well past all the Covenant attackers. Montero then plays that forward beautifully to Giannichini, trying to produce some sort of counterattack situation for the Tornadoes. 37 minutes to go, half number 2. Dickerson plays that out of bounds. Throw in for Covenant on the far side. 36 minutes, 30 seconds left. Half number 2. Covenant 1, Brevard 0. Throw in for the Tornadoes deep in their own territory. Dickerson blasts that forward, trying to get it out of that danger zone. Campos, Giannichini fighting for the ball, and it's going to be a foul on the Tornadoes. 36 minutes and change to play here in half number 2. Covenant plays that into the goal mouth. Lenhart heads it out. Flicked on nicely by Campos to Masukawa. Swarty now battling for the ball. And another whistle and another foul on the Tornadoes, and you can see the frustration of the Tornadoes. 35 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. Swarty, Masukawa, both on the case there. Now an opening here for Covenant. Tornadoes have to be careful. Step there. That was Weekly of the Scots. Had an opportunity there to really create some turmoil on the offensive end, and it all results in a corner kick for the Scots. That's Josh Brower, number 16, doing the honors over there. You can see the Tornado faithful loud here on the field. Giannichini. Giannichini puts it in play quickly on the throw-in. Spencer with the turn. Swarty touching it back to Campos. Foul there by Jackson Riddle. Riddle fouling Jesse Riggs, number 8. Tornadoes setting up their wall with Patrick Hall, obviously the final line of defense. Meanwhile, the clock continues to tick away here. Tornadoes down a goal, 34 minutes left to play here, half number 2. There's 3 Covenant Scots there on top of the ball. There's no telling which of the 3 is going to serve this. A 3-man wall for the Tornadoes, a Scott striker trying to get in the middle of all that. It's played over that striker and to the wide right side of the goal mouth, so a shot but wide for Covenant. 10 high. Brought down there by Felton of the Scots. Weekly back to Felton. Felton plays it with the left foot, finding an attacking Major. Check that. Actually, number 10, Bezeo. Here's Weekly. 33 minutes in change to play here. Covenant's controlled the action very much here in this second half. A 3-0 advantage in the shots category in the second half. Substitute getting ready to check in for Covenant. That's number 12, Aaron Riggs. And a goal there by Covenant is going to put the Scots up 2-0. So goal by Riggs there on that deflection. And a lot of discussion after the goal here. We believe a yellow card has been issued to a Tornado player. Still trying to get clarification on that. Bottom line is Covenant now with a 2-0 lead, making it that much tougher for the Tornadoes to come from behind and get a win here. Referee heading here to the scores table to perhaps get a clarification. So a yellow card's been issued to number 3, Vinicius Giannichini. So Giannichini with the yellow card for the Tornadoes, number 3. So clarification on that. And Covenant now with a 2-0 advantage. Giannichini puts it into play, and Tornadoes are going to have to keep their cool here, but at the same time exert some offensive pressure to try to get back into this match, now down 2-0. Riddle playing it forward to Masukawa. Real nice ball there down the right wing. A play out of bounds by Covenant, throwing for the Tornadoes. Riddle will do the honors. He's got the weapon of a long throw-in. You can see him leaning back on that fence, getting ready to whip this throw-in into the goal mouth area. Riddle does exactly that, throws it towards Masukawa. Lenhart wins that ball in the air. Giannichini tried to find 10 high, gets taken away by the Scots. Josh Brower on the attack for the Tornadoes. Anthony Calbo set to check in for Covenant. Here's Aaron Riggs. Riggs playing it back to Brower. Brower steps to the right. Serves that, trying to find his teammate. Well done by Marquise Dickerson, winning that in the air defensively. Here's Brower. Brower playing it back to Felton. Felton serves that into the goal area. Dickerson plays it out. Masukawa, soft little touch there to Campos. Campos taking on 2-3 defenders. Continues to carry the ball. And then a whistle there and a foul. Foul on number 6, Noah Lee, taking down Campos after he beat 3 Covenant defenders. Campos holding his right lower leg. Meanwhile, Montero starting to size up another free kick opportunity. Masukawa there to his right. You can see Eric Lenhart, who's got that weapon of winning balls in the air, creeping up there. 3-man wall for Covenant. The Covenant defense holds the Tornadoes strikers at the 18-yard line. Montero can go a number of directions with this free kick opportunity. Here comes the set piece from Montero. Off the wall of Covenant, skips into the hands of the goalkeeper for Covenant, Paul Lemmy. Meanwhile, 29 minutes, 20 seconds left to play, half number 2. Scots 2, Tornadoes 0. Ball's punted forward. Dickerson plays it in the air. Spencer goes up high, wins that ball in the air. Here's Campos. Campos trying to play it forward to Giannichini. Campos with a sliding tackle there off the head of 10 high. Then Lenhart trying to bring it down. Ultimately, Weekly comes up with it for Covenant. Then Tornadoes regain possession. Masukawa playing this forward to Giannichini. Giannichini with the pressure. LeMay coming way out of his goal area to punch that away. Then a foul on the Tornadoes. J.P. Swarty's going to get nabbed for one. 28 minutes, 25 seconds left to play. Half number 2. Giannichini, Campos, and Swarty playing up front for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes will need to generate some offense from those 3, along with the midfield of Masukawa and Montero and Adam Spencer, to try to get back into this match. Now the far linesman's flag has been up for about 15 seconds, and now there's the whistle. Offside's the call on Covenant. Hall plays this forward, and now the linesman sending his flag up again. He wanted that ball placed at the right position after the offsides call before the Tornadoes played it forward. And now Hall plays it short to Lenhart with the free kick. So an offsides on Covenant. 2 Covenant players ready to get in from a substitution standpoint. Masukawa brings it down. Masukawa now looks forward. Defended tightly by Covenant. Dickerson playing it to Campos. Campos. And it'll remain Tornado ball. Here's Dickerson with the throw in up the right side. Dickerson playing it forward to Swarty. Swarty double teamed. It's played out by Covenant. Battle there between Tenhigh and Austin Berry on the far side. Tenhigh hits the turf. It's going to be a foul on Covenant. Brevard substitute getting ready to go. Loosening up is Luca Silvani. Freshman from Brazil. Masukawa wins that in the air. Here's Spencer on the left wing. Defended tightly there by Laughlin. That's played out of bounds. Should be the substitute we've been waiting for here. Entering the match for Covenant, number 18, Anthony Calvo. Number 23, Parker Owen. Entering the match for your Tornadoes, number 2, Luca Silvani. So Silvani checks in for the Tornadoes. Some fresh legs up front as JP Swarty heads to the bench area. Now 25 minutes, 15 seconds left to play here, half number 2. Tornadoes have to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole here against the first place Covenant Scots, 10-0 in the USA South Conference. David Garrett, who played excellent in relief on the defensive side of things for the Tornadoes in the first half, getting ready to check in for Brevard, and also a Covenant substitute getting ready to go, Connor McGimsey. 24:45 to play. Here's Jackson Riddle. Riddle playing a long ball to Giannichini. Nicely done by Riddle to find the streaking Giannichini up the left wing. Giannichini plays that off a Covenant defender out of bounds. And it's going to be a goal kick as the call. And substitute coming here. Entering the match for Covenant, number 7, Connor McGimsey. And entering the match for your Tornadoes, number 12, David Garrett. David Garrett checks in for the Tornadoes. Connor McGimsey checks in for the Scots. Luca Silvani on the case on the right side for the Tornadoes. That's played off Dickerson. It'll be a throw-in for Covenant. 23:30 to play, half number 2. Scots 2, Tornadoes 0. Tornadoes with a 10-8 advantage in shots. However, trailing 2-0. And a foul there against the Tornadoes, so another set-piece opportunity for Covenant. So number 22, Griffin Felton, will handle this free kick. And a foul there on Covenant. It's going to be Tornado ball. So nice job defensively by the Tornadoes. The foul on the Scots, and Tornadoes now will play this forward, starting with Patrick Hall, the goalkeeper. He plays it to Marcus Dickerson. Dickerson finding Lenhart. Lenhart trying to find Masukawa. Masukawa loses control momentarily. Scots end up with it. Montero bringing it down. He plays it to Riddle. Riddle scanning his options, playing it forward, trying to find Silvani and or Masukawa. Ends up into the foot of a Covenant Scot, and here come the Scots. Off the foot of David Garrett, here comes Covenant, number 12, Aaron Riggs. Riggs tries to play that forward. 10 high, wins it in the air, but right back to Covenant. 21 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. Here's Noah Lee, pressured by Giannichini. Giannichini able to win it there. Double teamed by two Covenant defenders. Covenant comes up with the soccer ball. They play it forward, nobody home. Patrick Hall collects it for the Tornadoes to reset the BC offense. Here comes Riddle. Riddle keeping it in bounds along the right side. Misplayed there by Riddle. Here comes Covenant on the counterattack. Austin Berry up the left side. Berry with Garrett back defensively. Here's Aaron Riggs. Nice tackle there by Garrett, and then a shot high and wide.
Hey, I gotta stop. It's a goal kick.
Tornadoes were ready to substitute Rami Kadri. However, referees unable to grant that opportunity to them. And now here's the sub on the Tornado throw-in. Entering the match for your Tornadoes, number 7, Rami Kadri. So Kadri checks in for the Tornadoes. Masukawa checks out. We're under 20 minutes left to play here in the second half. Riddle with the long throw-in. Dickerson bringing it down with the chest, then a shot by Dickerson. What a save there by Paul LeMay. Great opportunity for Marquise Dickerson. A volley that he tried to place in that upper left corner in a beautiful diving save by Paul LeMay. Great soccer all the way around by both sides there. Now it all results in a Tornado corner kick. It'll be Montero with Campos showing short. Campos then tees it up for Montero. Giannichini trying to keep it alive for the Tornadoes on the offensive end. Dickerson plays that wide. 10 high trying to keep it in bounds. And then a tackle there by 10 high. 10 high comes up with it. He then plays it forward to Campos. And offsides the call on the Tornadoes. Linesman on the far right side had his flag up and had a good view of that one. So Tornadoes now, nice idea there, trying to get that counterattack going, but offsides the call. 18 minutes, 40 seconds left to play, half number 2. Substitute getting ready to go for Covenant. That's number 3, Robert Pettit, freshman from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Free kick by Covenant. They send that to the other side of the field, and Kadri now trying to play that forward to Montero. And it'll be Covenant ball. And now a throw-in for Covenant results in a substitution opportunity as well.
He was right here. Yes, he was. And he did not even see it.
Entering the match for the Scots, number 3, Robert Pettit. So Robert Pettit checks in for the Scots. Now under 18 minutes left to play. Half number 2. Checking out for Covenant, that's Austin Berry, sophomore from Signal Mountain, Tennessee. 17 minutes, 40 seconds left. Kadri plays it back to Riddle. Riddle playing it forward, looking for Silvani. Silvani yanked away by a Covenant defender, and now here comes Covenant on the attack. Riddle Riddle still defensively for the Tornadoes. Now Dickerson playing it forward to Riddle, off the foot of Riddle. It's going to be a throw-in for the Scots. 17 minutes, 10 seconds left to play, half number 2. Griffin Felton will throw it in for Covenant up the left side. There's Parker Owen. Owen playing it forward to Calbo. Slide tackle there by David Garrett. And a foul on Covenant. A little too much with the arms and body there. Blake Thomas, number 19, set to check in for the Scots. Hall switches fields to Garrett. Garrett then plays it forward to Alex Tenhigh. Tenhigh across midfield was looking for Montero. Scots did a nice job of stepping up on that one. And then a nice play there by Anthony Calbo. Dickerson, nice job recovering defensively. Plays that out of bounds, and now a substitute for Covenant. Covenant substitution number 19, Blake Thomas. So Blake Thomas checks in. He's the senior from Flower Mound, Texas. Throw in for Covenant, Adam Spencer ready to go for the Tornadoes. Looks like he's going to check in for Giannichini. And Tornadoes need a goal kick or a throw in for that substitute. And here comes the sub. Entering the match for your Tornadoes, number 23, Adam Spencer. So, fresh legs, Adam Spencer in the match. See if the Tornadoes can get a push here with 15 minutes left to play, down 2-0. Hall goes up high to collect that cross. 14 minutes, 40 seconds left. Hall plays it short to David Garrett. Garrett playing it forward to Montero. Montero turn and trying to deliver that ball to Spencer. Covenant able to step up on it. 14 minutes, 15 seconds left. Now under 14 minutes to play here in regulation. Here's Montero. Montero plays it to Riddle. Riddle completes the switching of the fields using Dickerson. Dickerson beating his man. Silvani unable to come up with it, however. Throw in for the Scots. 13 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. Evan Ernst getting ready to check in for the Tornadoes. Riddle. Riddle double teamed by two attackers of Covenant, and they, in fact, are able to come up with that soccer ball. Here's Dickerson, turn, and struck from behind. The foul is going to be on number 3, Robert Pettit. Masukawa ready to check in. Ernst ready to check in for the Tornadoes. Number 4, Keegan Weekly ready to go for the Scots. 12 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. Half number 2, Lenhart. Here comes Covenant, another counterattack opportunity for the Scots. Spencer trying to retreat defensively, along with Montero. And played out of bounds there. Here comes some substitutes. Enter the match for Covenant, number 4, Keegan Weekly. Enter the match for Tornadoes, number 18, Mateos Masukawa. And number 22, Evan Ernst. So Ernst and Masukawa check in for Dickerson and Kadri. Meanwhile, checking out for Covenant is number 12, Aaron Riggs. 11 minutes, 45 seconds left to play here. Clock continues to tick away. Tornadoes trailing 2-0. Garrett wins that in the air. Free kick here for the Tornadoes after the Covenant foul. Montero will do the honor. Coach El Dana organizing his team offensively on this set piece opportunity. Ball's played into the goal mouth, handled by Covenant's goalkeeper Paul LeMay, senior out of Apopka, Florida, Circle Christian High School. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left. LeMay punts this ball, flipping the fields. Chavi Marijuana set to check in, one of those Tornado captains. And a foul on the Tornado is going to be another free kick for the Scots. 10 high. Fronting Felton, who's taken the kick for the Scots. Off Riddle. A point-blank shot there by the Scots off the head of a Covenant attacker. Riddle was there defensively, playing on that back post, able to deflect that out. And meanwhile, Tornadoes absolutely dodge a bullet there in the prospects of going down 3-0. Riddle, nice job defensively to equivalent of a save, but made by a defender. Here's Masukawa. Masukawa plays it off to Spencer. Spencer. Double teamed now, Spencer. And Covenant able to come up with it. Here comes Covenant on the counterattack. Masukawa able to get a foot on it. Nice tackle there by Mateos. Covenant able to win that 50-50 ball, and now here comes the Scots again. Tornadoes able to come up with it. That's Ernst. Ernst playing it forward to Campos. Campos playing it to Silvani. Getting some shadows over there on the goal that the Tornadoes are attacking as the sun begins its set. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left. Lenhart brings that ball down. However, it ends up into the grips of a Covenant player. Covenant now trying to play that forward. 10 high on the case defensively for the Tornadoes. 8 minutes left to play. Half number 2. Here comes a substitute for the Tornadoes. Entering the match for Tornadoes, number 17, Chavi Marijuana. Number 21, Felipe Andrade. So Felipe Andrade, the freshman from Brazil, and Chavi Marijuana, the senior from Ecuador, check in for the Tornadoes. So some fresh legs in this final 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Eric Lenhart and Alex Tenhai checking out. And 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. Time running out on the Tornadoes, down 2-0. Garrett tries to clear that back into Covenant's possession. Now under 7 minutes to play. That's played forward by Riddle. Silvani trying a bit of a fancy flick on there, then a foul on Silvani. So Silvani trying to recover after losing the ball there with the foul. Parker Owen hits the turf. It'll be a free kick for Covenant, and as you can tell, Covenant will take their time here with the 2-0 advantage and the clock ticking away. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. A shot attempt. A very compelling attempt there by Jesse Riggs. What a save by Patrick Hall. Meanwhile, corner kick for Covenant. And again, it'll be Jesse Riggs, the senior from Chesapeake, Virginia, Hickory High School, with the corner kick. Riggs puts this into play. He tries to bend it into the goal mouth, doesn't even make it to the front post. It'll be a goal kick for the Tornadoes. 5:40 to play, second half. Tornadoes running out of time, down 2-0. Patrick Hall will try to give this a ride with some serious wind gusts taking place here at Ives Lamel Family Field. And a corner kick now for Covenant. Just over 5 minutes left to play. Matthew Brevin getting warmed up, ready to check in for the Tornadoes. And once again, a set-piece opportunity for Covenant, and they will take their time using the clock to their advantage with the 2-0 lead. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left. Cleared out there, looked like Ernst is who got the clearance. Evan Ernst, great to see him in action this afternoon, the freshman from Spring Lake, Michigan, Spring Lake High School. Felipe Andrade was trying to find his teammate Mauri Duena. Those are the two substitutes who just checked in. There's Mauri Duena, rather. Two Covenant players almost collide trying to win that header. A little bit of helter-skelter here on this near sideline, and a foul there on Masukawa. We're under the 4-minute mark. And another free kick for Covenant. Covenant tries to switch fields. That's going to skip out of bounds. Tornadoes throw in deep at their own territory. Substitute for the Tornadoes coming now. Entering the match for your Tornadoes, number 11, Matthew Brevin. So Matthew Brevin checks in. He replaces Lucas Campos. Three minutes, 15 seconds left to play here. Half number 2. Your score, Covenant 2, Brevard 0. Shots just about equal. Covenant with a 12-11 advantage. Now under 3 minutes to play. Two minutes, 30 seconds left to play. Patrick Hall, after the foul on Covenant, is going to give this a ride. One in the air by the Covenant defender, and a substitute coming for the Tornadoes. Enter the match for Tornadoes, number 24, Dawid Amoud. So Dawid Amoud checks in for the Tornadoes, the sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia. Riddle playing it forward there. Now we're under 2 minutes to play. Foul there on the Tornadoes. It'll be a free kick for Covenant, and once again they'll use the clock to their advantage. 1 minute, 35 seconds left to play. Now 90 seconds left. One minute, 20 seconds remaining. Hall scoops it up. Now 1 minute, 10 seconds left. One minute remaining. Down to 50 seconds remaining. Tornadoes down by 2 goals. Free kick opportunity here for Brevard. Now 40 seconds left to play. Masukawa will handle the free kick for Brevard. 34 seconds left. Masukawa serves that into the 18-yard box. Now 25 seconds left. $18 seconds to play. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Your final score, Covenant 2, Brevard 0. Thank you for joining us for this late afternoon edition of Brevard College Men's Soccer. Stick around. Brevard College Women's Soccer coming up shortly. 7 p.m. start here at Ives Lamel Family Field as Brevard hosts Maryville. Brevard College Women's Soccer. So your final score at Ives Lamel Family Field. Covenant 2, Brevard 0. Covenant improves to 14-2-1 overall. 11-1 in the USA South Conference. And Brevard now 5-6-3 overall. 5-3-3 in the USA South Conference. Covenant with a goal in the first half and one in the second as well. And Brevard will be back in action on Saturday versus Berea at 2 p.m. That's also senior day. Hope you can make it out here at Ives Lamel Family Field. And if not, be sure to tune into this YouTube channel. And then Sunday, the Tornadoes will be in action as well. If you can't make it out here on Saturday, maybe you can on Sunday. Sunday versus Huntington at 1 p.m. So your final score for the final time here from men's soccer, Covenant 2, Tornadoes 0. Coming up next in approximately an hour and 7 minutes, Tornadoes women's soccer will host Maryville right here at Ives Lamel Family Field. If you're in the area, come on out, watch some women's soccer with us tonight. If not, tune back into this YouTube channel and check out Tornadoes women's soccer coming up next. Once again, your final score, Covenant 2, Brevard 0. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Brevard College Men's Soccer.